like that. It's a lot of money, why are you mad like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bad. You ain't get too bad, my bad. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Friday, payday, run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. 48 yards, I run it back. I cop a car, I run it back. Go yo, then run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. Hello? That's the jag calling. Let me click over real quick to let my jag talk it. I eat it, ooh, Pac-Man. That's the way my neck talking. Right? I ain't never coming back the way the stress. You don't make no clap back when you backpack, my bad, but I'm past that. But a NASDAQ, that's cash. When the money fall, I'ma slap that. Clap when the money go, you don't slap. That's facts. If the money low, I'ma grab brown man. When it come back, I'ma give back my bad. When the check hit, the direct hit. I'm glad when the check missed the direct hit. I'm sad like, who's that knocking at my window? My window. They say that it's the money, I'm like tenfold. Over and out. That's gon' make you up like a limbo.
I'm the coach. You're locked into the NFL on EA Sports. On tap is what should be a pretty good matchup between the New York Jets and the Washington Redskins. I'll be back with you again with scores around the league at halftime. But kickoff right around the corner. And standing by to call the action, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. So a very short kick here. This will be taken by one of the up men. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. First down, Murray. That's complete to the Memphis man, Anthony Miller. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Murray going to try to throw on 3rd down. Got his man. That's Harry. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington first down.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy could be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and they picked up the first down for them, too.
A little bit of space there for the first down run as that's going to get him about 5 yards. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, in on the stop. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 17 yards that time and a Washington first. Play action. Now it's Murray. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either.
He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. C.J. Mosley, the linebacker, making sure his presence is felt.
The competition comes up in so many different ways, and right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. How about 5 sacks last week? We just saw their first one of this game.
They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
Let's go.
Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now a carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. The yardage numbers for him just keep piling up for his career. He's now toppled, Charles, the 11,000-yard mark.
And just think about that. For most NFL running backs in their career, it feels like if they get to 1,000 yards, they've had a nice little run. He's over 11,000 yards, probably beyond his wildest dreams.
Check 99. Check 99. Whip, whip. Whip. Lady. Watch the whip. Smooth.
On 2nd and 7, Darnold buying time to his left. Darnold, he lost the football, and the Redskins scoop it. There he goes, right side. And he gets it back into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery leading to a Washington touchdown. Huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And New York set to take the field. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive, then suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all you can do.
But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, Monte Nicholson picks it.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
And they'll wind up getting this to the 37, gain of 9. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. There's Murray. Complete. It's Johnson. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40.
That play was well covered. Just tried to check it down. Unfortunately, we're not able to find any yardage on that one.
So negative yardage, a loss of 3 on 2nd down, and that leads to a tough 3rd down call. Murray now to throw. Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. A gain of 4 that time as the drive will continue. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. First down, a run with Cohen. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
A loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 36-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Murray, and his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for the connection with Devin Funchess. Third down here.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
The catch made by Miller. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Anthony Miller, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post-route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. This Jets offense heading back out there now, led by Sam Darnold. And he'll need to find a way to shrug off the opening drive, if you can even call it a drive. One play and an interception, so he's got to forget that.
I know that in today's football, we have a good number of coaches who don't look at time of possession the way that the old school guys did. But there's still a place for it. I think that on this drive, after having thrown that interception,
into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it, and he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Redskins touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead is swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. We get a glance at the Redskins defense as they go back out there now. And a big reason they have the lead right now, as we see on the screen, their 3 turnovers.
And how about the emotion now that the defensive team is generating for the entire team? Creating the turnovers, what they call takeaways, and turning those into points for their team. That's why they have the lead, and that's got to be exciting for those guys on the defensive side of the ball.
First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports.
Waiting. 51, line 51. Go tackle, let's go. We got this. Check. Fresno. Check. Hey.
Darnold off the play fake to Bell. And that'll be incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that, first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Darnold. That's caught inside the 20. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Michael Gallup, his 6th touchdown of the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Down 3 scores already. This game was really in danger of getting away from them. They needed a drive like that, especially on the road.
Not only to calm themselves, but maybe tamp down the crowd a little bit, because everything was against them. As you noted, this game could have gotten away from them very easily, but instead, the calming drive, now they have a little bit more confidence. Okay, we're back in it. All right, we're ready to go. That was impressive.
And the defense now needs to reciprocate. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it, because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius, as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
And they will not get a chance to return this one, as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Number 53. Let's get it together, defense.
They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now Murray throwing on 2nd down. This one complete to Devin Funchess. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. On 2nd down now, it's Cohen. Down right around the 25. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. From the gun on 3rd down, Murray able to find Shaheen, the tight end. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Incomplete. The Redskins on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and goal. To throw is Murray. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Devin Funchess, his first touchdown on the year. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further.
I know a lot of people look at these games and think, all right, this thing's done. Let's have some sportsmanship. Let's not try and score. You should never do that in the NFL. I've seen big leads blown, and teams that look like they had a victory, all of a sudden we're going home with a loss.
This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Robbie Anderson making his way back onto the field. Looking down at the stats here, realizing he has no catches. They've targeted him twice, but no catches. So how do they get him more involved, Charles?
You make sure he touches it on routes that he likes to run. Maybe even run a reverse.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Sheldon Rankins make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They're not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
And now a hook up downfield on 2nd down. And he takes it all the way down to the 44-yard line. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 45 yards. Here's Darnold. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
To throw on 2nd down is Darnold. Going to take a shot for Gallup. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Brian Bonnie Calhoun. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. And he gets it to Funchess complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Murray now on 1st down, and he completes it to Cohen. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
Good route, good pickup for 1st down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot, and you're seeing this play develop.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. On 2nd down, here's Murray. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. So 2 successful 2-point tries now for them.
And you know what it does? It gives you a boost, a huge one for your team because, hey, you're dominating them now. They can't stop you either scoring touchdowns or 2-point conversions. But how about the defense? You don't know what to do at this stage. You can't stop them in any direction.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Give the Redskins 13 there and a 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. So we reach. You want the 3rd quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
We play to win. Let's go.
Sam Darnold leading the offense out for their next possession. And he's looking to take much better care of the football here in half 2 after 3 first-half interceptions.
We don't have to just look strictly at the numbers here. You know what else happens to a team when you turn it over 3 times like that? It erodes confidence in you, and it erodes confidence in the offense. And now you have the defensive guys looking over and saying, what is going on here? And instead of playing for the team, they're playing angry and mad at their teammates.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Darnold, and they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a 1st.
Hey, Charlie.
On 1st down, it's Darnold. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet 1st down. So they go from one 42-yard line to the other as they come up now 1st and 10.
Hey, Mike 51. Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot. Undercross.
Darnold from the gun. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sheldon Rankins in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Here we go. Here we go. Pick the edge. Man, 80.
From the 50, it's Darnold. There he goes left side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Robbie Anderson. His 4th touchdown on the year. As they're now just an extra point away from getting back within 1 score. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So here's the Redskins offense now as they get set to start this 3rd quarter. The 3rd quarter has not been kind to them. After they built that lead at intermission, they've seen that lead shrink.
And how much of that is simply execution? How much of that is maybe you lose your edge a little bit because you've got a lead? And you do have to credit the other team some because they've made some adjustments to start to slow them down. Can they find those counters now, those extra plays or plays they haven't run that'll be effective and get them back moving again?
They'll be looking for something here, anything to seize that momentum back. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Now with shotgun handoff to Cohen. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
Running lanes were at a premium in the 1st half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big 2nd half.
On 1st down, they go right back to Cohen. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. On 2nd down, it's Cohen.
Tough 1st half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
I'm coming, baby.
To throw on 3rd down. Murray able to find Shaheen here. And he will have the 1st down as he gets this to the 47.
We got this.
And they just keep marching right along. 1st down on a pickup of 8 there. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Murray now on 1st down. Trying to lay one up deep. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Dane Cruikshank. So, my goodness, I wouldn't have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the 2nd half. I just wonder on the other side of the field where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And he'll be taken down at the 18. The safety Landon Collins there to make the tackle.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the 1st level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the 2nd level.
3rd and 2, Darnold. It's complete to Watt. And he picks up the 1st before he's taken down at the 29. The quick slant, good for 8 and a 1st.
Mike 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike. Stay with you, man. Hey, Steve 6. 22, Mike 22. I got it. Ready. 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike. Too little, cut. Kill.
A 1st down throw, Darnold. He'll have a first down past the 40. Completes it to Watt, as he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains.
Mike, 56, right there, 56. Let's go, deep, tight.
Now a first down carry by Bell. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Tackle made there by the UCF man, Mike Hughes.
Mike, 56. Mike, 56.
On 2nd and 7, Darnold. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sheldon Rankins has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Darnold and the Jets come up 3rd and long following the sack. Back now at FedEx Field. It's Jet football, but they trail here as we start the 4th quarter.
Hey, Wahoo! 22's coming, 22's coming. Mike. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. 36, 30. Man, Eddie, he's checking. Crash. Mike's 22, Mike's 22.
3rd and long, it's Darnold. Flushed out right. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. Here's Lachlan Edwards now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. He gets this away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They'll start with a give to Cohen. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of right around 30 on a play that began way back inside the 5. Much more room to operate under after the big play. Here's 1st and 10. Now Cohen. Solid move, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
From the 41, Murray. And he's going to have the hook up here with Harry. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give the Redskins 13 there and a first down. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
First down, Murray. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Back him up.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
To try again after the sack. Murray, and he's going to go down again. Quinnen Williams, he's the one that drops him this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. Murray with a 3rd and long. He sets to fire deep. And this will be caught at the 30. Touchdown, Washington. N'Keal Harry, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
This will be fielded at the 6. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
22, Mike 22. Hey, Alpha. Shoot. Red 80.
Now Darnold. Open man is Robbie Anderson. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Monte Nicholson picks it, and they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
On 2nd down now, it's Cohen. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Good coverage there. An even 50-yard punt leads to a return of 5. And the Jets offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now 1st and 10 from back at their own 10-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sheldon Rankins in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
And he is not going to get away. The rush was too strong, and this is going to wind up a safety. So a failure there to get rid of the football. I don't know in the end that it's going to matter much here with this game, but it yields another 2 points.
Yeah, I think I'm with you. It may not matter a ton with the deficit that's already there, but like my old coach used to say, it sure ain't going to help.
It doesn't help indeed. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Now, the previous drive they punted, but that was just the first time they've had to do so in this game.
And when they turn on the game film, the coaches will rant about this, right? They'll say, oh, God, we got to move the ball, guys. We can't punt the ball away. But they have to keep smiles off their faces because that's the first time in the game they've had to do so. They've moved it quite well. They'll overall be happy with what they've seen.
So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. Funchess has it complete. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. Here's Tressway now as he'll kick it away for the second time. Here's Jones. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. And New York set to take the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Caught here by Bell. It'll be a gain of 6, and it's a second down. Now they got to get to the line quickly. To throw again on second down. Darnold got his man there, complete to Gallup. A Jet first down, 18 big yards that time. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Hey, Zoo. Check.
Darnold on first down. That'll be taken in by Anderson. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Now from the 7, here's second and goal. To throw is Darnold. And now here is another interception. Able to get there and pick it. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Washington, they inch closer to respectability now at 3-6 on the year. And they'll get another home date next week as the Eagles will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Jets, it's just their second loss so far to go along with their 7 wins. And they will be at home next week to take on the New York Giants. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.